So I invite us into a time of gratitude for God's unexpected grace and gratitude for the grace that was experienced by many people during the Change the World Allen weekend. I am grateful for those who had vision. I think it was 13 years ago, who had vision to on one weekend, send people all over Allen, Texas to be a part of changing the world. And I'm grateful for how this mission has expanded beyond this church. I know of at least 2 churches, and I think there are more, but I know that Greenville Oaks Church of Christ, 2 doors down, and the LDS community in Allen, both were very, very strong leaders. That weekend I heard that there were 3 or 4 other churches that participated in Change the World Allen, and that was the vision, that it would grow beyond this church to be a citywide event. I want to share with you some of the statistics about and the impact of Change the World Allen for that weekend. Children's Creative Play Day and Children's Ministry here collected 144 pounds of food for the ACO Summer Feeding Program. 11 volunteers gave 132 total volunteer hours to make 10 personal care kits, 9 handmade care kit tote bags, assorted new toys, and 9 handmade bags for Hope's Door. 21 volunteers produced 40 fiddle mats. 12 volunteers picked up 4.5 bags of trash at Ford Park and the creek by Ford Park. 8 volunteers ground up 34 stumps. I've never ground up stumps. That sounds like fun to me. I don't know if it is, but I imagine you get to use some power tools for that, maybe? Did anybody here do any stump grinding? Okay, nobody here did that. I want to know about that. I want to do that next year. Okay, we had 15 volunteers on the logistics and trailer brigade. They gave a total of 309 total volunteer hours. They drove 400 plus miles, driving 8 trucks, 5 trailers, and pulling 3 large dumpsters. That was going kind of all over the area and out to the dump. 18 volunteers gave 40 hours through the military support group to make a total of 50 boxes to send across the world, and specifically 20 of those boxes and 2 large tubs of jerky were sent to the troops on our southern border. We collected shoes and socks, other clothing items, and hygiene kits for street-side showers. 250 volunteers packaged 57,024 meals through Kids Against Hunger for Send Hope. 14 volunteers gave 56 volunteer hours to make 250 sandwiches that were delivered to the project sites, and 135 meals provided at the church. And they don't even have a number about how many homemade cookies were made for those lunches. And then I love this. There were 22 projects completed by, and they didn't give me a total number, dozens and dozens of volunteers. So they don't even know how many volunteers. 5 fences were replaced, 1 fence was stained, 1 door frame was repaired, 3 garbage disposals were installed, 2 toilets were installed, 2 kitchen faucets, 1 inside house was painted, 1 AC was repaired, 1 sprinkler was repaired, 2 sets of curtains were hung, 1 thermostat was installed, 1 faucet replaced, 1 storage container painted, 1 swing set built, 1 gutter cleaned, 23 trees were felled, multiple tree trimmings, yard work, 2 yards sodded, and then they say, etc. I don't know what's in that, etc. But there was a lot done on Change the World Allen weekend. And if you were one of the people who contributed those volunteer hours, I want to invite you to stand so we can recognize and thank you.